Hi, my name is Trent Argante, and this vid is a Halo 4 Spartan Ops 1 ad. My gamer tag is TrentorZ, and that's TRENTOR space Z. Halo Reach. I'm an SR-130 in Halo 4, so I can't go up any farther. So since I can't go up, I'm going to go forward. And I'm going to do that by concentrating on strategic, intelligent, tactical play. And I'm looking for a strategic counterpart, somebody who has a headset, is like-minded, and whose head is in the game. My basic strategy is preservation of life, Crossfire, and Sniping. I usually play on Saturdays from 0800 to 1000 hours, and that's Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time. And that'd be New York City time for those of you who are on other parts of the globe, or if you're too young to know what Eastern Time means. I'm looking for somebody who can play on a semi-regular basis with me. Now, word of caution, I'm only so-so because I can't spend a lot of time playing Halo. I work full-time, and I'm mainly a rock guitarist. Here's my Rat Strat. I'm also a Grammy Award recipient. This is a Grammy. So when I'm not doing work, I'm usually doing work on my albums. If you want to hear a sample of my stuff, you can go to TrentArgante.com, TrentorZ.com, TrentonPriceArgante.com, Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, Erie Rocks, or you can acquire a CD or downloads at CD Baby, iTunes, Amazon.com, any music place like that. As a consequence to Halo, I'm not good enough to actually be able to stay alive in multiplayer very, very long, so I just don't enjoy it. So that's why I don't do multiplayer. Okay, now back to strategy versus what most people do. Most players use a method that I call stirring up the bees. They rush in, guns a-blazing, they're bashing and crashing, and there's chaos. Now, you got to be good to do this. I'm not that good. It's high energy. It drives your SR level up quick, and you don't have to think a whole lot. You can turn off the brain and just go. Now, after working all day, I kind of like that aspect. But most of the time, I like to play with strategy. So, what do I mean by strategy? I mean preservation of life. I want to do a complete mission without dying, and I want to help my counterpart to do a complete mission without dying. And Lord willing, they're trying to do the same thing for themselves and for me. I also mean providing crossfire. Two types of crossfire. One is where, like, you gals are coming down a tunnel, and you know that the enemy is waiting for you just outside the tunnel. So you get to the very edge of the tunnel, you take a step farther, and you shoot at the enemy that's on the opposite side of you, so that you don't have to step out and then look. That gives the enemy too much time to fire at you. By shooting across the way to the other enemy, and you're both shooting at different enemies, you can just step out, fire, step back, step out, fire, step back. See, the side of the cave becomes your shield. All right? The other type of crossfire is called flanking, to where you're still creating a crossfire, but you're basically shooting at 90 degrees from each other. So enemy that moves out of your line of fire moves into my line of fire, and vice versa. So you're always hitting some enemy, and all of the enemies are getting some fire. All right. And then the lastly is sniping, where basically you're up high, usually on a rock, to where the edge of the rock becomes your shield. When you squat and step back, you're the edge. Like I said, you move out of their line of fire. When you step forward a couple steps, now they're in your line of fire. So it's very little movement, but you get optimum hits on them, and they get and you become a difficult target for them to hit, if not impossible. Against fuel rod cannons, you have to step back a little farther. So you don't want to. You want to be careful and not step off the back of the rock. Okay. But all to say, if you ever find yourself playing with me, Trent or Z, which some of you may have already played with me, I'm usually the guy hanging back, off to one side, and up high doing the sniper thing. I'm essentially a close-range sniper who has a love affair with his DMR REL, which comes courtesy of the Wetworks specialization. And I just must say that if Halo 5 doesn't carry that beauty over, I'm going to be one sad puppy. Okay, enough of that. All right. So to recap, I can't commit to a team, so I have to post this one ad. My gamer tag is TrentorZ, TRENTOR space Z. I only do Spartan Ops. My basic strategy is preservation of life, Crossfire, and sniping. And I'm looking for a strategic counterpart who has a headset, who's like-minded, and whose head is in the game, and who can play on a semi-regular basis with me. I usually play on Saturday mornings from 0800 to 1000 hours Eastern Time. That's New York City time. And I hope you're out there. This is TrentorZ signing off. Semper Fi. Hoorah! Carry on.